What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Visionaire, back again with another VlogMas. And today, I want to talk about something a little pressing. 5 things I wish I knew before I had bought my car. Now, I'm going off the top of the dome, so if I don't get 5 full things, then don't hold me to it, but you'll learn something at least. So let's get right to it. So, the first thing I wish that I had have known before buying my car was that you need fucking credit for anything. So when I went and bought my car, I actually paid cash for it. Like, I had the money for it, and I wish I actually didn't pay cash for it, because one, I didn't pay like 20 racks for it or some shit like that, but I could have gotten a small loan, put more than 75% down on it if I paid cash for it. And then I would have had a loan that would have been building credit, that would have helped build my credit history on a large amount of money compared to just buying it outright. A lot of people are like, well, bro, I'd rather just own my shit and not have the bank own it. Yeah, that shit's cool and dandy and cute, and it really like will pat your ego. But when it comes down to fucking credit, you need credit, dog. Like, you need to build, like, when you want to touch that next tier of vehicles, when you want to get into a GTR or some shit like that, and you can't buy that bitch cash, boy, you need credit. Like, they want to see, like, what have you done before with your money. So that's a whole nother thing. Number 2, I wish I had have done more research on my car's problems and level of, I don't even know if there's a fucking word, level of problematicness. Just the level of difficulty it comes with dealing with this fucking car. Because right now I'm literally in it, warming it up, and it's not getting warm. I've got a fucking air pocket in my coolant line that I've been dealing with for the past like 2 weeks. So it's very stressful when it comes down to those little quirky things about the car that have problems that you just don't know about before you buy it. So you definitely really want to know a car's flaws, a car's red flags. It's just like a girl, man. So you don't want to just take something based off the way it looks and then it does none of the things you want. Like, you got to make sure that that shit's maintained, that the shit's up and running, that the shit's reliable when you want to get in it and get ready to go. Because my shit is tripping, and right now we're in fucking 20-degree weather in Chicago, and I don't have time for my heat to be playing around. Number 3 thing that I wish I had have known before getting my car was that my insurance was gonna be high as a motherfucker. So I didn't realize that, like, Mini Coopers, since they're European or whatever, that they would just cost so much to fucking insure each month. Never been in an accident, and I mean, motherfuckers didn't have speeding tickets in the past, but not recently. Like, not in the past, well, now I've got fresh ones, but not in the past like 3 years before I got my insurance rates. And my shit is like $223, $233, something like that a month. So my car insurance is expensive as fuck on this Mini. So I feel like everything that has to do with this car just says expensive. I didn't know that when I bought the car. 4th things, I didn't know that, like, when people say, like, oh, like, it's European, like, that shit is real. That European car tax is just like going to the city and trying to buy something from McDonald's. Like, there's no dollar menu, when everywhere else there's a dollar menu. So when it comes to European cars, if you spend $500 on it, on a Honda, you spend $1,500 on a European. So keep that in mind when you go to buying a car. The European shit is just excessively expensive. Like Big Frank, dog, he's got a Focus ST, and his carbon hood would be like $800 to $900, to whereas on this Mini, I know they don't want anything less than $1,200 for it. I know that shit's facts. So everything is just taxed when it comes to the European cars. We made it, boys. Number 5, the biggest thing that I wish I had known was, like, overall maintenance costs. Like, yes, I know that there's little things that go wrong and you want to be prepared for it, but, like, they didn't tell me that, like, they priced this motherfucker out like a Porsche. Like, when it comes down to, like, parts and maintenance and shit like that, like, This R56 model is definitely a BMW engine because it's got those BMW tendencies, and this shit is expensive to fix. High pressure fuel pump, 1400, clutch job, all that shit is expensive as fuck. And that stuff is usually expensive on most cars, but for a 9-year-old Mini, I didn't expect to spend this much money. So that being said, you want to keep those things in mind before you buy a car, because you know, it's just like Shorty in the damn Drake song. It's just like, oh, I'm not high maintenance, I just like really expensive things. And that's what all these European cars, they just like really expensive things. They really like to cheat on you with your mechanic or whoever's fixing your car. They want to be in a relationship with him, and they just want you for the money. So that being said, you need to know these things before you buy a whip, boys. I mean, if you go into a blind, you will get woken up. So that being said, fuck with your boy, like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody. Fucking watch it with your mother, watch it with your grandmother, watch it with your dog. I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.